Hey there, Quest Central, and thank you just for taking some time to check out this video. The plan for the video will be for me to give a little bit of an update in terms of what it looks like for us as a church family to begin meeting again. Before I dive into the details, I just want to share two truths with you that we here as a team believe, things that we as a church believe. And the first thing is this: we really believe that the church is not a meeting, that the church is not about a building. That's where the church gathers, that's where the church assembles. But the most important thing that I want you to remember is that the church is the people of God. That's what the New Testament emphatically declares. In the Old Testament, the people of God used to meet at temples. Now Jesus says, you are the temple. So therefore, we never have ceased being the church, even though we haven't met since March. Christ Central, if you believe in Jesus, if you follow him, if you've given your life to him, you are the church. God lives inside of you and you are now the temple of God. And that's a really important truth for us to remember. But the second and the flip side of that is that we also do believe that meeting together in person is a biblical command. Hebrews talks about this. It says, do not neglect meeting together. And the reason is because when Christians get together, something spiritual happens. There's a unique empowering and encouragement and sharpening of one another as believers get together to pray and to worship and to seek God together. Now, in saying all that, you have to balance those two truths, because right now, as you will know, we are living in the midst of a global pandemic. And the state and the city are asking church gatherings to be less than 50 and to not meet if you have more than 25% of capacity in the building. So we're in between a rock and a hard place. There's this pandemic going on, but it's important to get together. So as you will be aware, we've been meeting online, pre-recording our services over the spring and into the summer. And then in August, we took us a break. So now what does the fall look like? Well, for us, we want to do three things this fall. And we want to slightly change, slightly pivot, slightly alter what it is we've been doing. And the first thing that we want to do this fall, coming into September, is we want to introduce house church. Where previously we were pre-recording the service and then watching it from the comfort of our own couches, now we want to introduce small gatherings across Bay Ridge where people can begin to gather together to watch this pre-recorded message. These gatherings will be between 8 and 10 people. We won't have kids work, but we will have some activities for kids to do. We will make sure that actually we follow all the COVID protocols in terms of checking temperature and having hand sanitizer on site. And the idea will be that actually people gather together, have a short time of prayer and worship, and then watch a pre-recorded message together that they can then discuss off the back of it. We really hope to have food at these meetings as well as a time for people just to fellowship together and get back into that routine and habit of seeing one another. We do believe that actually this is a real biblical model. Many churches in the Bible met in homes, in small groups, and would spend time talking and eating together and discussing the Word of God. And we want to really get back to that pattern. The plan is for September to have 2 of these house church gatherings. We plan to have one every week moving into October, but for now we're going to start with the 13th and the 27th of September. We're going to have one at 10 a.m. at Dawn and Timmy's on 100th Street, and then one at 4 p.m. At our place, Amy and I's home, on 72nd Street. Of course, if you don't feel comfortable about gathering together, then you can still watch the service online from the comfort of your own home. So that's the first thing we're going to do, introducing house church. The second thing that we're going to do is in mid-September, date still to be confirmed, we're going to bring back Equipped. The heart behind Equipped was that we would have midweek meetings on Zoom, whereby we would just do some simple teaching based on some of the foundations of Christianity. We've looked at how to hear from God, we've looked at the Bible, and now in the fall we're going to spend 5 weeks looking at how to pray and give you some practical tips and formulas and formats to actually encounter God in prayer. As I say, that will start mid-September, and we'll share more with you as we have it. The third thing that we want to do over September and heading into the fall is really create more and more opportunities to be social together and to serve our city. So we're going to have more gatherings like picnics in parks and men's hikes and poker nights and ladies going out for drinks together, as well as looking to add in more opportunities for outreach and serving our mission, just like we did with the homeless outreach in August. We're really excited about this opportunity. We don't want to be a church who simply consumes, but we want to be a church that gives back to this great city. So there are the three things. House church, Equipped is back, and then keep an eye out for social gatherings and outreaches that we're going to start planning. The final thing to say is that we do have a long-term plan of getting back to meeting all together as a church. Right now, trying to find a place to meet that will accept us is challenging. We do have a couple of options, and we're praying through what is the right thing to do, as well as when is the right time for us to start meeting together. But for right now, we just feel the sensible, cautious step is just to start by starting to gather again in house churches. I hope that is clear. I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions, then please do just get in touch with me. You can email us at hello@christcentral.nyc. We'd love to talk to you more about all of this. So that's it for now. I hope you have a great week, and hopefully we'll see you real soon.